Hey YouTube, this is Carrie scrapping for a dart. This is part 2 of our weekend series. All the things that you're going to see now are all things that we're going to be listing on eBay. We had a pretty good score today, so we'll be sharing all this with you right now. We're going to start out with these cookie cutters. These were $1 in the old vintage bread bag there, but these are like coin. I think it's by Wilcox, but there's actually like $2 bill molds, and then there's some of the coins, and there's like Eshel JFK, and then there's some Hallmark brand like Easter ones, and they're all vintage, and then there's a couple aluminum duck detailed coasters. So I'll probably end up selling this in like 2 different lots, so there's money there. Back here in this box was marked 50 cents. It's a replacement globe for Coleman lanterns. For 50 cents you can't go wrong. People break those, and they're quite collectible, so there's no reason we can't make some good money on that. These I had never seen before. They're vintage, not sure, maybe 70s. They're actually notepads, but they also are like comic based. So like this one's called Drive-In Dropouts, and it's got a bunch of sayings about what people are doing in their car at the drive-in theater, stuff like that. There's one called Hot Rod Notes. This one's really cool. You won't be able to see it, but it actually has raised details on it. These are really cool. Everyone's got a different saying. Fasten your seatbelt and get a load of this, blah blah blah. But they're really cool. Car collectors will love these. And there's one called Pen Pals, same thing. Got assorted jokes about being in prison. And then Mountain Doings, same thing, different scenarios. Those are cool. We'll make some money on those, I'm sure. I don't find many baseball cards vintage at yard sales. I used to be a collector, and I had a lot of money in baseball cards until the market crashed, and all the stuff I had went down really hard. But these are from 1982 tops, and they're just they're stickers. I haven't really gone through them, but there is some rookie cards and some other stuff in there. I'm not even sure what I can get for this stuff anymore, but we paid $1 for the box, so I'm sure I'll make something. We can thank my wife for these. These Care Bears, I mean, I don't know much about them. These ones are actually the originals from the 80s, and they did reproduce a lot of this stuff. But these are the valuable ones because they are the originals. So I'm going to list all those in a lot. And that Kermit, the frog, is from 1976. And then in the same lot, and I'm going to sell this one separately because it is rare. I have no idea what it is, but my wife said it was from the Rainbow Bright series, and it's actually a pet of Rainbow Bright. I looked these up. They sell really well. Also at the same sale, there's these little pony figures from the 80s. They're collectible. You know, I try to save them up till I get a few to put in a lot. So in some of my other videos you saw other ones of these, so I think I'm up to about 8 or 10 of these now, so I'm going to sell them all in a lot. Also there's like a little PVC Care Bear in there. Those are collectible. We didn't pay much, $1 there, you know, 50 cents there. These are cool. I hadn't seen these before, but they're from the Golden Book company, you know, all the little kids' Golden Books. These are actually stamp books. Some of them have the stamps applied already, but this is like Treasure Island, and these span from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Marco Polo. This one doesn't have a cover. American History of Stamps. Golden Book of Animal Stamps. Costumes. These ones have never been, they're still unpunched. Problem is there's a little moisture damage, so they're sticking together. So I'm just gonna have to sell those as is. I'll probably sell all these in a lot. Again, animals of the past, Indian stamps, pretty cool. We paid $8 for $2, so we'll make some money there. More games. That skunk game's pretty collectible. I've seen them sell from 10 to 25. This one's missing the dice, unfortunately, but like you know, with these games, I'm starting to go back to my board game stuff again, like I used to do in my old business. I'm buying this stuff for the parts, because parts sell. So, bought all those. There's these teaspoon, tablespoon sets. Those are vintage. I'll sell those in a lot. We only paid like $1 for them. Fisher Price. Sometimes I find these. This is actually Ernie from Sesame Street. His face is kind of worn off, but it's still worth something. Checkers, you always want to look for the wooden ones. This whole bag was $3. It's all wood checkers. There's probably 50 or more. And at the same sale they had one for $1. This is a complete set, and it's got the original box. And then this was at a different sale. Mostly plastic pieces, but there are a few wooden, and then there's some Monopoly pieces and some other things in there, so I'll be sorting through that. More silver plate flatware. This stuff's everywhere now that I know what to look for. There's not a lot here, and this stuff doesn't sell for big money, but when I get up enough, you know, I might be able to sell it for $7, $8, $10, something like that. Then there's this Country Bear Jamboree. It's from Disney. I actually had this as a kid. It's kind of cool to see it again. This one's really good shape. No scratches. I think it's like a book and record, so you can flip through and go along with the record. Paid $1 for that. This here is called a Make It toy. It's old, but it's a rip-off of Tinker Toys. This is empty. It's just a tin. And somebody might want to buy the tin if they have the toys. We'll see about that. This is really cool. 25 cents each or 4 for all. So here's a nice flat full of vintage brochures. There's old road maps. There's some really cool stuff in here. I haven't gone through hardly any of it, but there's at least 50 pieces here. I looked up this one, Gettysburg National Museum. These sell for $6 to $7 for this one. Okay, there's all kinds of brochures. There's Wax Museum, Montgomery, Pennsylvania. Let's see, Niagara Bell. It's kind of cool. I mean, just the color art on these is really cool. Stuff for Chicago, Little America for Wyoming, Amish farmlands. I don't know much about any of this stuff, but I'm gonna go through it and find out. I mean, that's cool too. Gold Rush Junction, traveling tips, stuff like that. So we'll do good on the box there. Excuse me. And then this was free. And this is called the Barbie and Ken Little Theater, and this was at the same sale. We've been getting a lot of stuff from all my past videos. I showed you the carburetor, the Holly carburetor, and some of the car parts. This is from the same sale. They're having one every weekend. Everything's always different, and she just gave this to us. It's really rare. I looked them up and I couldn't believe it. So it's missing parts and it's got some damage, but anyway, let's move on to the price list here. I like to do these a little different every time. Excuse me. Let's see here. So we have the item, purchase price, potential eBay sales. So the cookie cutters, we paid $1, hoping to get 10. Notepads, $1. They're pretty rare. I'm hoping 15 for the 4. The 5 board games, we paid about 7 for all those, and average in parts about $22. Care Bears, 5, probably get 20. The baseball stickers, $1, hoping to get 10. The Coleman Globe, paid 50 cents, hoping to get 10. The gold stamp books, paid 2. There's no reason we can't get 15 or more. Remember, I always try to go low end estimates. That way, if I make more, it'll be a better deal. That Rainbow Bright, we paid 25 cents for. Those sell for 50. I'm guessing 30 because mine needs cleaning. The vintage tablespoons, paid $1, $10 hopefully. Silver plate, $1, $7.50 or more. The wooden checkers, $4 for all of them. We'll get at least 15, probably more. The little My Little Ponies and that little Care Bear, $2, probably get 10. The little Ernie figure, 25 cents. I mean, they sell from, you know, a couple dollars all the way up to 10. His face is worn off, so I'm saying 3. That 10, probably only get $1 or so for it, for that Make It toy. The Disney record, paid $1, probably get 5. These I'm going to estimate really low because I think we're going to make a lot more than this, but we paid 4 for all those travel brochures. I think we can get at least 30 on up. And then that Barbie Ken Theater, it was free. Okay, bad condition, $50. A really good condition, complete, $350. I'm saying way low end estimate, $50. There's some good parts there people can use to complete theirs. Okay, then we got the scrap items. So it was either a purchase or it was free, and what we're going to get at the scrap yard. There's about 13 total pounds of wire that we won't strip. Paid about 7 for all of it, you know, $1 a pound, that's $13. That larger gauge wire, stripped down, after you take the casing off, I'm figuring we're going to get about $4.20, because that'll be bright wire. There's about 2.5 pounds of brass with the plumbing pieces and the screws and the little copper piece, about $4 there. The steel from that light fixture, about 80 cents. Christmas wire, paid $1. 2.5 pounds, $2.50. So we go into our expenses. We put about 27 miles on my pickup today, about $5 in gas. Shipping supplies, roll of tape, about $4. Somebody asked me in a question on YouTube here, how come I don't include what it costs to ship my stuff. I don't pay anything because the buyer always pays shipping, unless I specifically want free shipping or something. And then eBay PayPal fees, $39.52. So our total purchases and expenses added together we're in at $92.52 for today. And then we got the good stuff, the total potential sales, and what we will get at the scrapyard. Potential sales for eBay, $263.49, plus what we will get at the scrapyard, $24.50. So we're getting at about $287.99. Total profits for the day / hourly wage. So we take what we're gonna make minus our expenses and fees, and we get $195.47. Divided out per the hours we put in, 3 hours gives us about $65.16 an hour. So again, thank you so much for watching our videos. This is our longest video. It looks like it's almost 11.5 minutes. It's going to take about 4 hours to load because our computer's slow. But anyway, thank you so much for watching these. I hope you guys really like these. You can always comment and let me know if you don't like me doing the price list. I like to show you what we make. If you don't want to see that, I mean, I can always cut that out of it, but I would like to continue doing that, so it's up to you guys. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Try to find some time to enjoy yourselves, and have a lot of fun out there scrapping and yard sailing. Take care.